So, did you know within your Android phone, you can actually lock certain applications if you wanted to? Now, there's a lot of different ways to do this. There's a couple apps that I use. I will tell you though, all these apps can have problems. I wouldn't really recommend doing it for the security of your device. But if you want to lock an application and if you're in a pinch, then this is basically one way you can do it. The first way, the main way that I do it, is by downloading a certain application which will allow me to lock these particular applications. Now, I have downloaded this one. This is the one that's currently working for me, which is Alpaca. It's, this one. I will tell you there's probably better ones out there though, so I would recommend you doing your research, but all of them work almost exactly the same way, so you can install whichever one and basically work your way through it. So you can type in like AppLock or Lock Apps on your Google Play Store and find an application like this. This one works good enough, but it's so finicky, it has lots of glitches, but it works for me. So what you can do is you can open and install this application. Now, setup is pretty basic, it's nothing super crazy, but I did have problems getting it to work the first time. I was able to go ahead and actually go through with my phone and restart it, and then it was able to work. Now, I do not want to use my fingerprint, so it's not giving me an option to basically do anything. Now, this one is basically what I want to do is a graphical kind of unlock pattern like this. So what I do is I basically just draw one of these, so you can choose if you want a fingerprint or if you want to type in a passcode. So you can do something like that. In this case, I'll just go and type in something like this, who cares? And then you can go click done. Now, I'd recommend filling out all that information completely valid for you because this is just a test one. It doesn't really matter for me that much. Now, it's going to ask you to go and type in your passcode, and then you're pretty much good to go. You are pretty much almost done. Now, it's going to ask you to go and select the applications that you basically want in order for you to actually go and kind of, lock these apps. So in this case, I'll just log all of them. I'll also log Google Messages for this case. So just make sure the blue icon next to the apps you want to go and lock basically show up. So you can do the same thing with Facebook and Snapchat and all these other ones. Now at the very bottom, what you want to do is you want to enable protection or turn protection as, turn this on. So when you do that, it's going to ask you for some permissions. So in this case, you can go click OK or deny, just, make sure you know what you're kind of doing. So in this case, I don't really want notifications, so I'm going to turn this off. Now, show notifications, I guess it kind of needs it, so I guess I'll go and click allow. Now, this is the big one. You basically want to enable this, which is going to show this on top of all the other applications. So you want to click on OK, and you want to give this application permission for this panel. Now that's basically going to give that thing, at the very top, so it's going to allow it. Here you can go and tap on allow, and then you can go and click usage statistics if you want to. You can enable or disable whichever ones you want to. In this case, I just enabled all of them. And now you're basically good to go. So as long as you have a blue icon next to these icons and you have that, thing at the bottom enabled, whenever you make your way over to these certain applications, it's basically going to ask you to type in that passcode. Now in this case, if I type in the wrong passcode, it's not going to unlock it for me. But if I type in the right passcode, it's going to unlock that particular application for me. And that's basically all I have to do. Now, if you want to turn this off, you have a few options. One, you can just delete the application, or you can make your way back into the application. It's going to ask you for the passcode, so type it in. But then it's going to ask if you want to just completely turn this off. Just go and turn this little toggle off at the bottom. And now anytime you make your way over into these applications again, you should be able to open them without having a passcode. And then you can delete this application furthermore if you want to. So that's how to basically passcode lock any Android application on your Android phone. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video.